So this is a commentary for the pilot episode of Chuck. This bad boy is one of the most enjoyable pilots I've ever watched in my life. And you'll understand once you've watched it, or if you've watched it before, you know what you're in for. I talk about all sorts of crazy shit in this commentary. Like, why does Sarah have 40 knives in her boots to throw at people? And why isn't she worried about stabbing her foot? And also, if I had that many knives anywhere, like in my pants, I'd be worried about stabbing my own penis. And if you like more straight talk like that, then you're in for a treat. So I'm paused exactly at zero on the episode. I'm watching it on Amazon Video, so there's no pre-credits or anything because it's the pilot episode. Also, if you have no idea what it is I'm doing here, please allow me to explain. You need some things to make this work, so I'm sorry it's a bit niche. But step 1, you need Chuck Season 1, Episode 1. Whether you have the DVDs or Blu-ray or you're watching it on Amazon, you need to be able to watch the episode itself. Step 2, you need to start Chuck Season 1, Episode 1. Like I said earlier, I have it paused exactly at 0. So you need to start it and pause it exactly at 0. And step 3, obviously if you did the first 2 steps, you're listening to this commentary. So now all you need to do is keep playing this commentary, and when I tell you to start playing the rest of Chuck Season 1, Episode 1, I'll do a little countdown from 3 and then we'll start. And after you start, we'll have my commentary playing over the episode of Chuck. And hopefully that was clear. I know it's kind of neat, it's kind of a niche thing, but it's going to be fun, so let's do this. I'm going to do a countdown from 3, and once I tell you to hit play, press play. Ready? 3, 2, 1, press play. Chuck is a great show. It's created by the same guy who created the OC, but I watched the OC when I was young and I liked it, but I did do a rewatch because it popped up on Amazon here not that long ago, and I have to say it's not a great show. Not a very good show at all, but this one is. But the worst parts of this show are like the more dramatic parts. When Chuck's like being funny and shit and everyone else is being funny, the show is great, but a little bit of Josh Schwartz fucking emo fucking shit. I don't know. But it's like, it's down to a level that's very acceptable, but it does piss me off sometimes. Because Chuck is kind of a huge vag sometimes. Is that the nice way of saying it? Yeah. Chuck. Maybe put a comb through that hair. And maybe, just maybe, get some treatment for those STDs you have, Chuck, you sick fuck. He's a dirty virgin. That somehow he has a bunch of STDs. Don't know how it happened, but it happened. Oh, wow. And he was tossed out. Bryce Larkin. That's fucking Chuck's rival. Who, actually, as the show goes on, you find out that Bryce had like his best interests at heart, like literally the whole time. Even after Chuck finds that out, he's still pretty cold towards him. Even though, like, Bryce, like, literally did everything for him. Like, it's kind of fucked up, actually. It's, like, one of the worst parts of the show, in my opinion, but it's a small part of it, but most people probably didn't even notice, but I did, because I've watched this show, like, several times. Yeah, this is a great show. And, I gotta give it to NBC for giving it 5 seasons. When it never really did that well in the ratings, but yeah, just had a vocal fan base. But in reality, I shouldn't be thanking NBC or any of the major networks because they canceled a shit ton of shows that were actually popular. Because they didn't know how to measure like who was watching the show back then. Oh man, don't ever bring up your ex when you're trying to meet new women. Women do not appreciate that. I'm guessing guys don't appreciate that either, but yeah, definitely don't talk about your ex on your first date unless he's like out there stalking you or something. I can't watch this. Hey, wasn't it nighttime when this party started? Yeah, this is a spy show. Also, I think I'm going to do a video on 24. So I'm realizing I couldn't think of any shows that have been inspired by 24, but then the more I thought about it, the more I realized how stupid that was. There's a lot of shows that are inspired by 24. Probably even this one. But I was going to do like a commentary for the pilot episode of 24, but I seem to remember the show not really picking up, like getting interesting for like a few episodes, so I wasn't sure if I should do the pilot. Usually when I do my rewatch of 24, I always like start at the second season. I feel like that's when Jack really hits his stride as a crazy person. Whoa. Anyone who's watched 24 knows what I'm talking about. He gets a little crazier every season. A little more unhinged. Because in the first season, he's pretty much like a renegade, but he's very in control. Yeah, fuck it. As the show goes on, he is not like that. And it's crazy how like likable Casey is by the time this show's over. Also, you don't have to go into detail about Bryce Larkin having a much larger penis than you. I mean, no one asked. So, I mean, there's no reason to put that information forward. That's all I'm trying to say, dude. I feel like this has more than to do with just the girl. Because he lost his best bro, got kicked out of school, and then lost his girlfriend all at the same time, so I feel like that's why he's probably still like, he's still kind of hung up on the whole thing. Also, I just don't really believe that Chuck would be that big of a loser. Like, I feel like he would, like, once he got tossed out at Stanford when he was like 22 or 21 years old, he definitely would have been like into all the same loser shit with his friends, but he would have met chicks who are also into that. He's out in LA too, man. There's a lot of like Comic Cons and shit that go on there. So I mean, there's no way that Chuck would be this single for this long, is what I'm saying. Here's where his life changes for the better. Because of Bryce. Yeah, I just try to keep track of all the good things Bryce does for him, and then the last time they see each other, just notice how fucking cold that Chuck is towards him. Which is unusual for Chuck, because he is a nice guy. Whoa. I'm actually in a rewatch 24 right now. I know I'm getting off topic here, but that fucking show is awesome. I'm actually I already made it through the second season already. Fuck, that's a good one. Fucking the bad guy from Saw, Jigsaw, the dude who plays him is like the bad guy in season 2 of 24. He's creepy, obviously. Cost me a lot of money, Mr. Power. It's creepy. You think there's like a small part of Chuck who thinks he may have been roofied by Jeff or Lester? Because that's like what would be running through my mind if I woke up on my floor and then I was taking a shame shower before I went to work. He knows he should be ashamed of something. You can tell by the look on his face. That's shame. Yeah. I wonder if she's a real porn star. Someone should look that up. Not me, but someone. Back in the good old days when you could watch pornography with your coworkers. Back before HR and fucking idiot lawyers got involved. Simpler time. Simpler time. Now you have to watch softcore stuff at work. It's bullshit. I'm sorry. I know you all know the pain. You all know what I'm talking about. Finish your fucking thought, man. Fuck. I think there might be a gas leak, guys. Yeah, this chick fucking, I don't think she's in the next episode if they replace her with General Beckman. Or she might be General Beckman, they just replace the actress. Kinda understand why they replaced her. And what the actress they replaced her with is much better. I think they were kind of going for like an X-Files kind of vibe. The fucking show, man. It really, I have to give it props for really making television good in the 2000s, because I feel like a lot of people who were inspired by the X-Files went on and did some great things. Fuck, Sarah is like a fucking perfect end. Vicky Vale. I mean, that does sound like right. Man, Chuck is a lucky man. Although he doesn't get He doesn't get any puss off her for like 2 years, but I mean, it's worth the wait, man. Like, could you imagine if I told that to you? Like, you can have sex with her, but you have to wait 2 years from now. I think you could do it, no problem. It'd be very exciting. Although I feel like it'd be like when you retire from the police force, like, yeah, it'd be one of those things where you died like right before you got a chance to have sex with her, you know? Because that's what always happens to the veteran. It's like, I retire in 3 days, and he gets shot, you know? So, you know, be careful out there if the opportunity ever comes up. They're also anorexic. Don't forget to tell her that. Also, they're crazy. I mean, probably. They're mostly women. Just kidding. That dude looks super familiar. Masuka. Oh shit, I just realized they're both on Dexter. That's a weird thing to do, Morgan. Yeah, Chuck, you have to, man. You have to. Oh. Yeah, so when this show focused on comedy, it's like so good. Oh shit. Oh man. Yeah, I think the computer's completely fucked. Clearly he didn't hang it off a stud or use Molly's. Although I don't understand how Molly's work, but I know they do. No one can explain to me why they do the thing they do, though. Is that what they're called? Molly's? Now I gotta fucking look that up. Yeah, that's what they're called. Yeah, I have no idea why they work. Does that dude look like he works there, man? Whatever you do, don't panic. Yeah, you need to have that hooked up to air for it to kill Chuck with it. I think, unless there's a battery on that. I don't know if they are battery powered though. Probably are. Doesn't look like it is a battery powered one though. Yeah. Yeah, he's scary, man. I still think pissing and shitting yourself was an overreaction, though. That's just one man's opinion. He has a gun. He's in the United States, though, so it doesn't really mean anything. Although he's in California, so that... I assume they have, like, very crazy gun laws there. It's never over. I gotta be honest, man. Without Casey, they would have died so many times. Morgan. I fucking love that guy. Welcome. What he said. Fuck, man. Chuck just thinks he hit the lottery. And in a way he did, because like I said, puts in his time, 2 years, and, you know. Might have been 3 years, but, still. What's wrong with what he's wearing? Fuck. Wonder what those are dipped in. Viagra? Chuck. I feel like as a man, if you're paying attention to a woman's breast like you're supposed to, you would notice that she was wearing a Kevlar vest. Amateur fucking hour, man. It's fucking amateur hour. Bring her up as much as you possibly can. To show that you can be dumped by another woman. Yeah, both their parents abandoned them. It's kind of fucked up, actually. Yeah, well, yeah, kill Chuck Bartowski. Like, man, that's what the government gets up to. That's where his tax dollars have gone. But the thing is Devin is awesome. First, he seems kind of like a tool, but as the show goes on, you realize he's awesome. Yeah, that's obvious. Whoa. Yeah, it's your rival, Bryce Larkin. Spoilers. Should have said that before I spoiled it, but him and Sarah knight him. So that kind of sticks in Chuck's craw for most of the series. Fucking the old Hulk TV show with Lou Ferrigno. He's called David Banner instead of Bruce Banner because they felt that Bruce was too gay. Which I don't really get. I mean, who's the only other like famous Bruce you know is Bruce Wayne. I mean, that guy's not gay. Guy gets laid all the time. Although there were rumors, right? That means no. I'm like Chuck, except I like good music. But yeah, when people out there that really don't give a shit about music is very weird to us. See, Chuck likes indie, but indie emo music, which I fucking hate, because most of it all sounds exactly the same. Although alternative indie is like definitely music I listen to, but because I like mostly listen to like classic rock and 80s and 90s alternative, some 2000s. But yeah, so I'm really into music, but so it's always weird when you meet someone who's like doesn't give a shit about music at all. And she's really good at acting like she's into him. I believe her. Of course she is into him, but I don't think she's like really into him for a while though. Just do what she tells you to, bro. Ah. Yeah, but how's that gonna stop him all night? Like, you didn't actually stab him with the knife, you just stabbed his jacket. So I mean, he could easily just pull the knife out and then try again. Yeah, the other guy who got like the knife stab. Oh man, she just stabbed that guy in the dick. But fucking the other guy's just like still against the wall. Like, should I pull this out and try again? Oh shit. The funniest there is just like, they're trying to rape us. What? Why do you think that? They're clearly rapists. Why do you keep saying that? And why did you say it several times at dinner? And at the concert? I'm very concerned now. Very concerned. Now. Holy shit. Computer emergency. Yeah, no shit. Man, they really fucked Chuck's car up, like. Man, how many knives that girl have in her boot? And you have that many knives, I'd be worried about, like, stabbing my foot. And I mean, that's a good, genuine concern. I mean, if I had a bunch of knives in my pants, I'd be worried about stabbing my cock, too. Yeah, fucking Chuck does try to get, like, he tries to get with Sarah quite a bit, obviously, over the years before they actually get together. But then she always shuts him down. And then he goes and gets another girlfriend, then Sarah acts like a jealous girlfriend the whole time he has a girlfriend, then tells him she's not into him again, but that's kind of how they go for a bit. Legend says that if you bring up Zork in front of a woman, her lady parts dry up for the rest of time. It's actually a spell that makes it so she can never become aroused again when you say Zork in front of a beautiful woman. Pancakes is good. You right there, buddy? I seriously thought for a second that Chuck was gonna bring out some, like, Charles Manson type, like, speech here and they're all gonna go on a fucking murder spree, but, you know, it just doesn't seem like that kind of a show. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting. I mean, it's not the vibe I'm getting. I've watched this show several times over the years. I actually watched it in real time, so when it actually aired on NBC. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't know about that. They're pointing a gun at an innocent civilian. I don't know how good you are. And her voice is a lot higher in the pilot, I'm noticing. Man, the tone of the show kind of changes quite a bit from the pilot to the next episode. This just has a little bit more of like a gritty feel to it, like just for the way the camera looks, like the cinematography. You know what I mean. Okay, it changes from the second episode going on from there. Can't say which is better though. I mean, it doesn't really matter. The comedy clearly comes through, even the way this episode kind of looks. But that's how most pilot episodes look. They always look slightly different usually. You have to give the show Chuck credit though. I mean, even with its comedic elements, it's still like a very serviceable spy show. There we go. Fucking said it. Finally got it out there. It's a very serviceable fucking spy show. And like, yeah, there's even some like darker elements to this show, but it never goes that dark. But yeah, I'd say like Burn Notice is like pretty similar, except Burn Notice is a little more serious. But yeah, I highly recommend Burn Notice as well. If I'm gonna bring it up, I might as well tell you to watch it. It's also a very good show, very enjoyable. Yeah, man. Okay, I think she's impressed. She's like, he knows his porn. He knows how to disarm bombs. It's impressive. Women do like a man who knows his porn. I've noticed that. You ever notice that pornography just seems to keep bringing people closer together? It's a beautiful thing, really. And this show perfectly captures that. So beautiful. So beautiful. This is a good song. It's the Shins. Love. Never lost you. Yeah, when your life's about to be put in a bunch of danger, that's the best time not to tell your family or give them any warning or heads up. Because what good would that do them? Knowing that there could be potential danger out there for them as retribution for things you might do. Yeah, there's no reason to tell your family. Yeah, I don't know if I'd do that, Chuck. Seeing how she lies for a living. No. I don't think we will. Masuka. Tonight's the night. Be cool if Dexter showed up. Man, what an asshole. This is great music, though. And for some reason, I didn't think Big Mike was in the pilot episode, but I guess I was wrong. Casey. Oh. It's like, wow. Yeah. Yeah, the chick you have a crush on is actually a murderer. So, good for her. Well, that's the pilot episode, Chuck. That's a fucking fun episode. The show is pretty fucking decent all the way through, I gotta admit. But unfortunately, it's only 5 seasons, and some of the seasons are shorter than others. Yeah, some of them are only like 12 episodes, but still, I think it hit like 100 episodes, so it's definitely worth the watch. And I think they're gonna make a movie at some point. Although I can't guarantee you that, because they've been saying that for a while, but kind of gets going and kind of gets hot, and then it stops again. So like, no guarantee. Also, I'm pretty sure a 24 movie is coming out, so just thought I'd mention that. We mentioned 24 one last time. Anyways, thanks. Like, subscribe, and share.